I'm about to give you some real knowledge.
We live in a mystic reality, an infinite reality, infinite possibilities. I talk about this in my book, Infinite Actuality. And what I talk about in the beginning of the book is, what was it like to be the first Homo sapiens on the planet, the first conscious beings on the planet? What would that experience have been like when you were a hunter-gatherer, just surviving, living in this world that has no context for reality? Anything that you see is real. There is no context to tell you that what you're seeing is not real, what you're experiencing is not real. What would it be like to be in that environment where you don't understand why the wind blows so violently one day and then the next day it's so tranquil and so beautiful? To not understand why the rain falls at certain times, and then there's other times where there'll go days, maybe weeks, without seeing any rain. To not understand the environment that you're in. So as we look back at that environment, it leads us to this mystical mystery where when you look around, each civilization, each part of the world has the same type of experiences, same type of artifacts, same type of unwritten history that they left for us. Why were they leaving these messages? What is it that they saw? What did they experience at the very beginning of Homo sapiens, at the very beginning of conscious reality? As we look back and we think about that, when you're looking up at the heavens above, and you know you have this unspoken connection to something beyond you, something up in the heavens, in the universe. And you see all of these lights, these bright, sparkling, shining lights. But you don't understand why they're there. And they disappear every day, and they reappear every night. So what would it have been like to one day, as you're looking up at the stars, one of those stars starts to get closer and closer and closer to where you are. And as it comes into view, you see this fiery chariot, and you have no words. This is one of the things I talk about in my book, Infinite Actuality. You have no words yet to describe what you're seeing. Language hasn't developed to the point where you can go back and explain what you're seeing. But yet you see this chariot of fire coming towards you. And these sounds you've never heard before, and the winds that you never felt before. The whole environment changes. And it's like a spiritual phenomenon, a spiritual event that you're experiencing. You have no context for it. But for you, it's real. It's real because everything that you see is real. Because reality has no context. You really, truly are living in an infinite reality, an infinite possibility where everything is real and everything is plausible and nothing is questioned. Nothing is questioned or doubted. You see it, you experience it. It was. And so when we look and we see all of these artifacts, all of these paintings on walls, drawings, all these things telling us that something happened. That we were visited from something in the heavens, and the heavens they call is the universe. So we were visited by something in the heavens, and it came down and imparted wisdom on us, and they were benevolent. It wasn't hostile. They were here to help us connect to our cosmic consciousness, to that which created everything, to that which even created them. And it's a fascinating thing to understand. And some people maybe don't believe in it. They want to doubt it. But we believe in all kinds of fantastical things, all kinds of fantastical stories, fantastical happenings. And if we believe those fantastical things, even the story where there was a fisherman who got swallowed up by a whale, was inside the whale, traveled inside the whale, and then he was spit out by the whale. And we believe that as historical event. But yet, we question and doubt that our ancestors were visited by otherworldly beings of higher intelligence, higher technology. But the question is, what did they really see? Why, in all the different corners of the world, you find these same artifacts telling the same story, that our ancestors were visited by something. Something came down from the heavens and imparted wisdom and insight and knowledge, and shared with them to help them become who they truly are. Children of the cosmic consciousness. Thanks for watching this video. I highly recommend that you check out the book Infinite Actuality, The Truth is Stranger Than Fiction, where we really look at what it was like to be the first beings on the planet, and what they saw and how they interpreted what they saw. In a time where everything was possible, reality had no context yet. What would that be like? And then how did this curative narrative develop and become what it is today? And how you can break through the illusions of reality once you understand who we really are and what it's really about. So I highly recommend that you check out that book, Infinite Actuality. Also, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. And watch more videos on this channel as we explore the infinite possibilities and the spirit ascension.